What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the playthrough. Without further ado, we are in the Bellkeeper's Covenant area in the Bastille because I forgot something. There's this little lip up here into this room over into this little area over here. You kind of wonder how you get it. Well, looking no further than going up to the second floor, take care of this guy, and get invaded by that guy. But if you fall through this layer, you can see a chest. And you also see, where's the lip? The lip is right there, and you can get Skeptic Spice, which is really awesome. And over here we have a chest. The little treasure I wanted to pick up. You can get the blue tearstone ring here. Little hidden area, not very hard to find. I think since that guy invaded me, I'll probably have to go fight him, right? Yep, I have to get sorry about that. But in the meantime, I can kind of tell you can kind of tell the character looks a little different. I was farming a lot. I wanted to buy everything I possibly could for this character. So that includes all the armor, all the rings, basically everything. Kind of went back through, looked at a couple different options for the clothing for what someone like the Black Cat might be wearing, and they might be wearing something like this. I don't know. Seems to fit. It looks pretty cool. So this is, I think it's Agdane's armor. It's the Jester's gloves for the farming. Then it's the Hood of the Forlorn. Ow. Oh shit, this might not be good. Nah, that's never mind. Never mind. The Hood of the Forlorn. I think it's the black leather boots. I'll show all the stats and everything later. But anyway, it's pretty cool. It's a mix of armor sets. But we have the trusty axe to really deal with these fools. So, one of the big things I wanted to try to do, as you can see, if you've already probably noticed, I have magic now. I respect again to try to be able to stick Bellkeeper shield. Okay, Bellkeeper shield and whatnot. Human effigy, that's always good. I actually went back in this area and realized I'd missed a Skeptic Spice in this area. I was kind of just farming a lot of areas of the game. And I realized I missed a couple things, so I'll go through that when I get back to Majula. But on this area, this floor, I'd actually missed another Skeptic Spice. So if you're watching the playthrough, like if you explore a little bit, I wasn't 100% perfect with everything, you know. A lot of that is due to the time constraint on the software, and just on the way. This is my first playthrough, so I was kind of rushing things. I think it was pretty good, you know, like a 95% solution. But there's a couple little things I missed. So when you're playing yourself, make sure you you pick up that stuff if you need it. But yeah, like I said, I'll go over. I actually recorded a list of kind of stuff I picked up and whereabouts it was. Maybe some interesting drops. So just for the information. But I wanted to get that blue tearstone ring and show that because that's pretty cool and it's pretty easy to get. Next, we're off to the Forest of the Fallen Giants one last time to visit our boy Captain Drummond in his dream. I'm pretty sure. After you defeat the Giant King and you go talk to him, he gives you the Drangleic helmet. Because if you remember, he references it in his hold on. Actually, I'll just go to there's actually a specific bonfire for it. No, there isn't. No, there isn't actually. No, there isn't. Oh shit. There isn't a specific bonfire for it because it's not the one where you actually fight the old giant. Wrong way. Where you fight the old giant boss is actually that's the one that's near the King's Gate. So that's on his bonfire, and Drummond isn't in that one. He should be in the one in the Pursuer boss room though. That's where Drummond is resting, if I do believe. So we'll run up there real quick and pay a visit to old Drummond. Grab his helmet just for the hell of it. I had to farm quite a lot to buy everything up to this point, all the boss armor and everything that Maulin sells. Pretty much have it all on lock at this point. It's a lot. It's a lot of money. It's a lot of farming. And I still have quite a few souls because I need to buy some stuff from Chloanne today, like all her chunks and her slabs, and probably her Twinkling as well, her Twinkling Titanite. So I'm gonna head into this memory and find Drummond. If I believe this, if I remember correctly, this is the one he's in. Or not. This is the one of, this is the one with Bernhardt in it. Okay. Let's talk to Bernhardt, see if he fucking changed his mind about giving us his set yet.
My homeland is in the Far East, and this sword here awaits a true man to wield it. I know how swords think, you see.
Okay. Okay, fuck off Bernhardt. So where is this, the one with Drummond? I'm trying to remember. Possibly in the courtyard near Pate. You already know how I feel about the giant memories and how they're kind of scattered and yeah. So probably actually over here, I would assume. Oh, that guy got me. That was lucky poke he had there with his fucking spear. Let's see. So maybe this one. I think it should be this one. Please be this one, right? Please be this one. But again, it's kind of it completes his armor set, the Drangley kind of knight set or Captain Drummond's armor set. Here it is. Okay, good. There's one more giant memory that I always forget. I found it last time with no hardship, but I always forget it here. Let's see what he says now.
Take these. I think you may just need them.
Drangley count.
Don't ask me why. I just do. Be gone with you. This fort will soon fall. Be gone before the giants are entirely upon us.
Well, you said it, man. So, okay, so we get the Drangley helm, and we can say, all right, I'll be gone, dude. Peace. So the Drangley helm from Drummond, kind of complete out his dialogue and his quest, if you will, I guess. If you want to call it that. So yeah, now we can head back to Majula, and I do actually want to buy a bunch of stuff from Chloe because she has some interesting dialogue. Do a couple things here, and then there's a whole lot of stuff. But anyway, real quick, right now I'll talk about, I guess, some of the changes to the character. You can see, let me go on the stats here. I put a lot into int, and faith is down to 8. One interesting thing about respeccing is that my starting faith was 8 for the for this class, I think the bandit class or whatever. You can't drop below that. So when you're respeccing, 8 of your points will have to go to faith. So that's actually really interesting to know. You know, and I would have higher vigor, or you know, if I had known that. So that's something to consider. But all in all, pretty much like very, very similar. Using mid weapons. And you know, now we'll probably just boost as much into vigor and endurance as we can, and we still have a long way to go. But that being said, I put on the Southern Ritual Band so I get some more attunement slots, and I boosted up this Witchery branch to +10. What I want to do today is probably boost up the heavy crossbow and probably some of this armor. Since I like the way it looks, I'll probably be using it pretty frequently here in the future. But first, or next rather, let's talk about, let's see, some things here. So from the Magarold guy, he's the guy at Iron Keep. I bought the Curse Bite ring. Where is the Curse Bite ring? Curse Bite ring here from him. Additionally, I bought this Blood Bite ring from the Pardoner in the church in the Seldora Cove. Let's see. Some other interesting things. I also bought the carvings from Magarold. And let's see what else. I picked up a couple items in Amana. I realized that the lizards in that area, if you're trying to farm for humanity, they're a great way to farm for humanity. In one like farming run, I picked up 3 humanity from the lizard men in the Shrine of Amana with the Jester's Cap right here, and the gold ring +1. So you have this thing on and the gold ring. You find some pretty cool stuff. What else? Got all Gilligan stuff, got all Malentia's stuff, got Pate's Shield, the Traveling Merchant set. Spiders in the Brightstone Cove Seldora also, they drop great scythe, so if you want that weapon, that's a place to go. Strayed sells this Forlorn armor, which is the hood I have on right now. I also have the leggings and the gloves, I think. I don't actually have the chest piece yet. I think you have to spend a bunch of souls with them, or perhaps progress through the game. Let's see, what else? What else I get? right after the Iron King, I missed another chest, and it's right after the boss fight. It's in that first room. It's not hard to miss at all unless you're running through the area like I was. There's a petrified something in a chest, so make sure you pick that up when you go through. Again, went to visit the partner in the church. I got the robes and the bloodbite ring. What robes did I get? I got an armor set. Pretty sure you guys saw it when I had gone through, but it was this. So it was a white priest robe, and then there's a priestess robe. They're both in the church, so you can get both of them. You have to buy the white priest robe from him. I picked up a Mastodon Great Shield, a Black Gulch. I missed a Shottle. There's a chest I missed right after the first bonfire you're at. If you just hug the wall left and you go in there, there's a Shottle in there as well. And a great magic weapon in that too. So, and I'm actually using that right now. So it's actually not. It's a pretty good thing to not miss. But it's not hard to find. It's like I said, you come out of the first bonfire, you go left, you're going down toward the Rotten, and you just hug the wall left, and it's not hidden at all. I just ran past it. It's easy to get distracted in the Black Gulch, so that's the key right there. What else? Drangley Castle. If you fight the Ruined Sentinels, you can farm their set. I got the their leggings, and I think I got their gloves too. Their leggings look pretty cool if I can find them. Throne Defender. Yeah, you can see I have a whole crap load of armor. Ruined leggings, here they are. So leggings worn by the jailer's creation, the Ruined Sentinel. The Sentinel has an informed its soul residing within the armor itself. Stare at it for long, and it seems ready to spring to life, but surely such is an illusion. So yeah, I've gotten a lot of crap, as you can see. But that's kind of the point of this playthrough, so if I want to go look at the lore later on and whatnot, kind of show you guys how to get everything. There's some stuff I'm sure I missed. It's like a enemy drop, but so be it. Let's see. Oh, in the Bastille, another thing I missed real quick. In that room, it's at the servants. It's after you beat the Ruined Sentinels at that bonfire, you go into the basement where the Pharos Lockstone is for the Bell Tower Covenant. In that room, there's a chest with a priest chime in there. It's where you fight the pursuer guy. In that same room, there's that. And then obviously I talked about missing the Skeptic Spice in the Bell Tower, and the blue Tearstone ring. So that's cool. So that's pretty much everything. And then as you can see, I respect. So going for a little bit of magic here. My idea is I want to try magic out. I have what's attuned. So great heavy soul arrow. So I should be able to. I want to see if I can melt some bosses with it, or just people in general. I mean, it should be pretty cool, right? Pretty powerful thing. And then I got cast light for now, just because I think it might be useful, right? To give me a little bit of light as I walk around. We've seen that mechanic already done from the Ruined Atlas in the Giant's Fort, and this actually follows you around, doesn't it? Huh? That's kind of obnoxious in broad daylight, but anyway, kind of cool to note that. The other thing though, I took off the dark from my S-Stock, and I do have all the fucking sorceries now, so I'm rocking a lot. I bought everything from everyone, as you can see. I have duplicates and everything, so I can really I can mess around with magic now. But I do have Crystal Magic Weapon and the Great Magic Weapon. These two, I'm gonna buff that S-Stock, and that's kind of like the other flip side of the coin to this version of our character here. Another thing, I might as well fucking show it. I want this cast light to kind of wash off here. I don't think it lasts so long, but it's kind of nice like when you're going into a place like this, right? It gives you a nice little perspective. But here's what I was talking about the other time for Lycia of Lindell, offer souls to grave. Let's do it. I've never done it before. Oh, a ghost of her pops out. That's creepy.
You've had quite a journey, I can see. You must have a glorious number of souls by now. What a wonderful feeling that must be.
Interesting that she appears as a ghost. And then we can get... I've already bought all of her miracles, but we can get access to her miracles.
To cast miracles, you must have strong faith in the gods. Miracles began as tales told by gods. We preserve you. No need. The gods.
She's still her old self, as in ghost form. But that's kind of interesting. So you can kind of see if you do kill her, you can still go back, pay some souls, and access her material. Interesting. I never had really actually done that, but you can do it. So next, we're going to go buy some stuff from old Chloe here. She's got a lot of good crafting materials for us.
You've been long away. What would you like? Well, I've only one thing to provide, and we both know what that is.
Sure, I do know what that is. I do want to buy all these chunks. Chunks are the hardest commodity to come by in these Souls games. And then, I really don't know if I need the slab. I don't need it, but I feel like it's principle, because they're hard to find. You buy the slab. And also the twinkling. So you can see I kind of spent up. I had a lot of souls, and now I'm kind of out. But I bought up everything that I want. Also, and then I think if you talk to her, she gives you a twinkling titan after you spend 20,000 souls.
Oh, I know. Take these.
Just one.
We can all do with a little help, can't we? I know I always can.
So that's kind of cool.
You see that blacksmith over there? Is he one of those hollows? He seems to keep eyeing me up. He sort of looks like my father. He's a blacksmith too, you see. The poor man's such a worrywart. But he wouldn't follow me out here, would he? I was born in a land to the west, Volgan, famous for its merchants. There were great, bustling cities. But for me, they were suffocating. And so I set out, in search of stones in faraway lands. There are dangers, for certain, but I much prefer to live this way. But for the life of me, I can't remember how I ended up here. It's as if I were drawn to the place, or lured in. Oh, I don't know. No interest. Suit yourself.
I just spent $100,000. Okay, we get the negative dialogue. But anyway, let's see right now how we're stacking up. I have a lot of crafting materials here. I've been saving up for a while. 37, 35, 13, and 11. And then 27 twinkling. 26 petrified dragon bones. So we have a lot to mess around with stuff.
Oh, I'd given you up for dead.
Ah, thanks. First things first, I kind of want to just boost this heavy crossbow, because I do use it a lot. It's my preferred weapon. So now, the heavy crossbow that I've equipped, it's plus 10, right? And then, I guess the next thing, we can just kind of go after getting some stuff upgraded. So I like this, the hood. It's pretty cool. Really doesn't do much to get it upgraded, actually. Agdane's kilt really doesn't do much either. Well, this one probably does more, so let's put some twinkling into Agdane's robes. So that's all maxed out. Not really having much souls here, as you can see. I kind of spent that up real fast. I've been wearing these things for the whole time, so let's boost these up a bit. And yeah, I'm running the problem of running out of souls.
I'll be around if you make it back.
So, as you can see, kind of boosted up some things. Wasted all my money, and I'm kind of upset. Ooh, backflopped into the ocean. Okay. I wanted to do that for two reasons. One, to go talk to Navlon so he can continue his quest, and two, to actually have an interesting convo with our boy Maudlin and actually get something for free from this fool. And I'll show you how. It's actually really easy to do it, and you probably have done it. So, to activate, or to get this little hidden dialogue, I believe you go in here with 0 souls, and you talk to this fool.
You need armor? Go ahead. In a spot of bother, are we? Here, take this. My compliments.
And we get the helm of Ars and all of the Ars set.
Are you sure? Well, I may sell out while you're away.
So he's actually kind of a cool guy. He gives us a free set of armor. It's an interesting set though, because we already have the set of Auris, right? Interesting kind of comparison to make here. So they're both the same set of armor. It's just this set is actually like, it looks, you can see it, and then this set is like see-through. So I hate the see-through set's stupid, but you know, it is what it is. But it's just another set to get. It's another unique dialogue you get from Maulin. So now we're gonna head over, and if I'm not mistaken, we'll take a look and see what Navlon has to offer at Old Aldia's Keep. So the fastest way to get to him is probably this way. Okay, let's go talk to Navlon. Should be able to actually complete his quest right now. And again, we should be able to do it without having to actually assassinate anyone, which is kind of neat. And at this point in the game, it's at the end of the game is the only time you really can do that without having to assassinate people. If I remember correctly. We'll see real shortly here. See what this jerk says. And I'm also, I didn't continue talking with him and buy all of his stuff up because off screen, because I'm pretty sure I missed some dialogues. And if I actually interact with him, he's going to know that I'm going to progress his quest, right? He's going to see that I have Kale's leather helm because Kale gave it to me, and he's going to be like, "Oh, great, wonderful." See, let's see.
Fine work. This is my thanks. Take it.
Simpleton Spice, okay.
Now let's discuss our next mark. I want you to kill one more. Your target is Felkin the Hexer. As proof, bring me that peculiar scepter of his. What do you say?
Sure.
Yes, very good. But he will be formidable. Be cautious.
And he's talking about, of course, let's see, I have his Hexer staff, or whatever the frick. Let's see, where is it? It is, I believe, the Sunset staff here. Requires quite a lot, 22 and 18 to use. The staff said to have been forged in Aldia. I think it's this one. Or perhaps the staff of, it might be the Staff of Wisdom. It takes 50 intelligence to use. And that's a Staff of Wisdom, also, it might have been, I don't know which one he gave us. He gave us one of them though, but it's when you have 20 int and 20 faith as well. You talk to him, he gives you the staff, or you can kill him and he drops it. So let's see.
Fine work. This is my thanks. Take it.
Forbidden Sun.
Now let's discuss something of importance.
And I'm not sure if he's letting you keep the so he lets you keep, yeah. So he hasn't taken Cal's helm from my inventory, so that's cool. This guy, he's a cool guy. He actually lets you just keep on to your armor, so and keep on to like the catalyst and whatnot. He just needs it as proof that you've killed someone. So that's actually very cool. So in that sense, there's no reason to not just fool him like this. You know, if he would take it, you know, well, that's a different story. But there's no reason to not just actually keep your NPCs alive. What did he give me? He gave me a spell, Forbidden Sun. Don't know. It's probably a hex, I would assume, right? Maybe. Let's go through. It's a pyromancy. Okay, one use. Pyromancy developed in Aldian rites. Fires a giant fireball with a widely encompassing explosion. So excessive destructive power. So basically, it's like, oh, you need 3 attunement slots. That's pretty powerful. So it must be pretty awesome, Forbidden Sun. So that's kind of cool. Okay, let's see.
You could kill a dozen like that, and it wouldn't matter. I want you to kill someone of import. I want you to kill the girl in Majula, known as the Muse. They say that she is the last firekeeper. But they say a lot of things. That she's a gentle shepherd, lighting the way for you cursed fools. Nonsense. Once she is dead, I will have no regrets, and I will be content to remain here. The girl will have a peculiar feather. Bring it to me. Now go along.
Sure, and we have the feather from the right here. It's actually equipped, the aged feather. So let's see.
Yes, that's the feather. Good. Oh, that is very good. Your reward. Take it.
Unleash magic, huh?
What do you require? You've been good to me. Go on. Tell me what you need.
So he does have... See, so he does have some stuff. He has Black Witch's stuff, and he's got Astrologist stuff. So I'll have to come back and buy this stuff later. Thunder Quartz Ring, a couple arrows, a couple things there, and Great Magic Weapon and Strong Magic Shield. So they're infinite, so it's pretty cool. So I'll obviously have to come back later to buy his junk. Let's see.
These are for you.
Chaos hood, robe, gloves. So the Chaos set. I think that's what he's wearing.
Don't mind the specks of blood. Now I am at peace. I will sit here and watch the world turn. Now I am at... I will...
Okay.
Well, as you wish.
Interesting. And let's just do a little experiment here. We put our humanity back. Let's see if he actually... I want to say he has the same dialogue now. I think we've unlocked his true self.
Please, just leave me alone. Please, just leave me alone.
Nope, we haven't. But heck, what's the fun of keeping him caged up in there? I'm pretty sure he doesn't go after NPCs. I'm pretty sure he doesn't. What he does do is he invades you. But I ain't scared of this fool. Even if you help him, he invades you. But, hey man. Come on, man. You gotta let him out. Let old boy out. We completed his quest line. I'll take him on anytime. This guy don't scare me. Let's see.
By the very gods, what have you done? You've really done it. You'll never escape him.
But you can just talk to this guy and buy stuff.
By the very god, you've...
I kind of want to be dead now, so of course... I just want to see his dialogue one last time. Before I kind of axe this guy. Get one of these gentlemen over here. Can you assist me in killing me real quick? I actually kind of want to test something out too. I want to see how strong this great heavy soul arrow is. Very strong. Okay, I'm melting this guy. But just so you know, I can easily kill you. But I'm going to let you take me down. Okay. Don't be shy. Don't be bashful. Come on. Armor's not so good. Okay. 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 So we'll get Novlan's final dialogue, and then we will press onward. My idea today was to finish up with all of kind of Vendric's quest, maybe, if you want to call it that. His like thing, his storyline, like all the extra shit you can do with him, right? That was where I wanted to leave it today, and then right before the DLC begins. So we can kind of predicate all the DLC on that, because there's some interesting dialogue that he has, kind of sets us up on our journey. So real quick, let me just run over, see what Novlan has to say. See if he's still there, actually, because I got killed. I'm pretty sure he stays here, because he's a shopkeeper, so he sits here like an idiot. Let's see what he says.
I hope you appreciate the ramifications. Well, no matter. What's done is done. Besides, I've found myself a new mark. I'll spend some time traveling the lands, slowly tracking my new mark. I'll spend some...
Okay, so then if you talk to him in human form, he becomes like the merchant. So now that's kind of good, because I like playing in human form. And, well, there you have it. So that's Navlon stuff. Now we have to worry about him invading us. Kind of annoying, right? Whatever, man. He doesn't bother me too much. This guy, I just have to thank him for his assistance. 268 souls, is it worth it? Probably not. But we can use this beautiful aged feather. I'm still hearing that crystal lizard there, so that's something to note. I turned off that like little magic door, and I'm still hearing that crystal lizard in that area. So I would assume there's a crystal lizard that I missed. I'm not going to go hunt for a crystal lizard right now. So now, let's go pay our old friend, our old boy Vendric, a visit down the Undead Crypt. We have 5 giant souls. I think that's as much as you can get in one playthrough. We got it from Black Gulch, from the Ancient Dragon, and then 3 from the Giant Memories. So what that does, I think, is it halves his life total each time you do that, right? So that's to say, you know, him at 100%, he is a ridiculous, has a ridiculous amount of HP, and he hits really hard. Basically, he's not a normal boss fight unless you have all 5 of those souls with you. It's just a fact of life, you know. So I'm gonna go in here. I'm gonna finish off the old king, the hollowed out king. He'll aggro me a lot easier because I do a lot more damage, and then we will we'll fight him first, and we'll see what his dialogue is later. So he's just standing there, and then once you get here, he starts moving around. That's kind of interesting. I think that's in this version only. So this is actually kind of interesting too. This might help us too in this fight. I could use the whatchamacallit. Ooh, we see. I could use the my crystal magic weapon and whatnot, but honestly, I'm not going to. I'm not going to go back to a bonfire just to do that. So you can see he's got a lot of HP. Well, in this he doesn't have a lot of HP, but it's because I have those 5 giant souls. But if I even had 1 less giant soul, he would have double the HP. If I only had 4, he would have double HP right now. So I mean, this is one of those fights you can literally just break your oof. You could break your weapon easily on him. He's not hard to dodge at all, obviously, as you can see. He can kill you real easily, though. He can, like, I don't think he can one-shot me, but he can two-shot me pretty simply. It's definitely a little bit nerve-wracking fighting him over here by the wall. You get stuck. Gotta watch his backswing. See? There you see, he is very dangerous. So definitely heal up. Oh, shit. That might have been... Yeah, I have a bad tendency of healing when I'm not supposed to, but anyway. Really, just it's not hard to time his attacks and move behind him, but you want to make sure you time it right. As you can see, I don't have super heavy armor on, and I could withstand him pretty simply. So there's hollowed out Vendric. His ass is toast. I think he gives you a decent amount of souls, right? He gives you a lot of souls. That's actually pretty cool, right? Glad he gave me them back, because I'd spent a whole lot. But that's now with Ashamist Heart, and this is something the DLC added. You see, like, the something shimmering over here, you can actually interact with Vendric's armor. And in the vanilla version, you couldn't do this, so you never actually got to experience this little bit. This is pretty awesome.
Seeker of fire, coveter of the throne. I am Vendric, ruler of Drang Lake. As flame rises, so does it fade. Such is the way of things. Do you intend to link the fire? Then you must first take the throne. Prove your worth. Find the ancient crowns. Seek adversity, and they will be yours. And your wishes granted. And your wishes granted. And your wishes granted.
Okay, so that's all the dialogue he offers us up till now. So this is Vendric. He's not hollowed out. He's got a little bit of... Looks like he's got a bruise on half of his face. He looks like pretty... Not very happy about things. His sword here... Looks like it has some stuff on it, so he's probably been down here for a minute at this point. Also interesting that his shield... Look at his shield. His shield shows up in Dark Souls 3. That very shield, I think you get in Walnir's boss room, I think, in the Karthus area. So there's a lot of things. Now, Vendric obviously isn't Walnir, but this gentleman, the player character, I've been reading a lot of speculation about that he might be Walnir, kind of just in a very general way, right? Like someone who links the crowns, and a lot of stuff actually kind of points to that. One interesting thing there, you see Velstadt in the distance guarding the king. Really cool detail. And you come out of the memory, back in the Undead Crypt. So pretty cool. So if we want to go talk to Vendric, we can go back down there. But he says seek the crowns, seek adversity. Aldia tells us the same thing. We have our 3 DLC keys, so that's what we're going to get into next. One last thing, though, to note is that we didn't get a soul of the king, right? We didn't get that damn soul. We need to head on over to the Shrine of Amana real quick. Last thing we'll do before we wrap up this video here and kind of go on our merry way to the DLC. Come back to the Shrine of Amana. Remember, Barry? No, but do you remember this door over here that has... In this game, it's actually very pronounced because it's got a dragon rider guarding it. So it's like, oh, it must be of some import, right? They want you to find it clearly. Dark Souls loves you to backtrack, though. Yep. Try to get me on that backswing. Oh. The lizard men, they drop humanity, like I was saying. No, I don't want to return to Lost Bomb. I want to take a sip of Estus, thank you. But we'll work our way over to this area real quick. And actually, the Dragon Rider is gone. That's really cool, right? I didn't kill him. I wondered what made him respawn, because I knew at one point he did leave. The Dragon Rider's gone there. So now that the king is destroyed, maybe that his physical form is gone, the old Dragon Rider who is stationed right here on this bridge is now gone. So you have this door hidden over here, now left unguarded. The gimmick to it is you need to have defeated the king like I just did, and then you need to be in human form. There's no key, there's just 2 things need to have happened. And then we come in here to a chair in the middle of a cavern. We pick up the soul of the king. And there's a little thing up here, a little pathway up here to a chest. And we get the king's crown, armor, gauntlets, and leggings. So, armor of the king, and it's pretty cool looking armor, I gotta say. It's Vendric's set. Armor of King Vendric, king of Drang Lake. What makes a king? Some say that it is birthright, while others call it destiny. Perhaps it is not important as long as the king's name serves to unite his people. Pretty freaking cool armor set, not gonna lie. I mean, it's pretty light too. I'm pretty sure it offers pretty decent defense as well, and it just looks cool as shit. So, armor of the king and the king's crown. Crown of Old Drang Lake. Pretty neat. So, we have this, and then also we picked up the soul of the king. Let's see. Giant Lord Soul, Soul of the King right here. Soul of Vendric, King of Drang Lake. This great soul beckoned the dark, overwhelming the king. Perhaps this king, who once ruled the world of men, was a lacking vessel for the true throne. So we can now use his soul to create some special stuff. I think we can get his sword, and we can create the king's shield, which is that shield that ends up in Dark Souls 3 in Karthus. So interesting, right? We can take the king's shield, take his soul. The lore behind Walnir is that he defeated a bunch of kings and created a single crown, right? Kind of sounds like what you do in this game in the DLC, right? You defeat the three DLC kings, and you kind of claim your own birthright, and you know, kind of break free of the curse. So, and then we know what happens to Walnir. Obviously, he ends up fearing the dark and everything like that, and then being kind of surviving until Dark Souls 3, until the player character there defeats him. But he lives a long time, put it that way, right? He does pretty good for himself. So that might be, and there's a human effigy from these guys. So that might be an example of what, you know, what actually happens to this player character. Who knows? I want to end it up. I want to see if Vendric has any unique dialogue now that we've found his set. We talked to him. We found his set. We'll go pay one last visit to the old man, and we'll continue on with his desires for us to find the crowns, defeat the kings, seek adversity, and to make Drang Lake great again. So yeah, well, who knows? Who knows if we'll succeed? I think we will. I think we're good. But the DLC is definitely a step up from this. It is not quite as easy as the vanilla game, but you kind of just see from this the beauty of the details, right? The beauty of the devil and the details with the shield, the king's shield, and it's called something entirely different, but it actually looks the same as this shield right here. It's a shield. It's a shield of like a pretender or something. It says, yeah, see right there. So let's talk to Vendric one last time. Very fascinating how games, the Soul series is like this, connected in ways that are very, you know, not very pronounced per se.
Seeker of fire, deliverer of crowns. What do you see in the flames? Find the crowns and your own answers. The crowns hold the strength of lords from times long past. Seek adversity, as befits you, seeker of fire, coveter of the throne. I am no king. I am more fit to be a jester. I was unaware of my own blindness. We are feeble vessels, with feebler souls. We would cast aside the prop of life, only to face greater hardship. Are you another such fool, or something more? I fail to see your design, young moth. But I see very little these days. I fail to see your design, young moth. But I see very little these days.
My design. Interesting. Walk on your sword, make a metallic sound. There's that shield of Drang Lake, the shield of the king. I think in Dark Souls 3 it lets you acquire more souls, so it's a good farming shield. So it's actually, I use that because I know I used it in my playthrough. So that'll do it for now, guys. I'm going to hang out with Vendric here a little longer and chill. But thanks for watching, and next time for sure we will get into the DLC. Later.